Oftentimes, as filmmakers, we do make a lot of mistakes. We can make mistakes that will cost us a lot, or we can make mistakes that will sometimes be easy to fix. So for this video, I want to talk about some mistakes that I personally made as a documentary filmmaker, and maybe they can help you and you can avoid these same mistakes. Mistake number one, and honestly probably my biggest mistake, was not treating my clients as actual people, but rather treating them as a subject for my video. Now this is crucially important because oftentimes as documentary filmmakers, we have the vision in our head of what kind of video we want to make, what kind of documentary we want to shoot, how we want it to be filmed, how we want everything to play out. We create a shot list, we go over scripts, we find locations, we do all this stuff, but sometimes we just get so overwhelmed in that we neglect that we're actually filming a human being, someone who has feelings, someone who has emotion, someone who's willing to open up to you about their personal story, something that meant so much to them, they're willing to share with you and everybody who's watching. I feel like we shouldn't just treat these people as if they're just subjects, but treat them as if they're actually really a person. And oftentimes I found myself in early stages doing that. So there was a time that I was filming a documentary about sea animals, and I live in Florida, so there's beaches everywhere. And I met this young lady early stages in my career, and we wanted to film a documentary about sea turtles because there's a time in Florida where a lot of sea turtles come and lay their eggs on the beaches, and you're actually not allowed to park in certain spots on the beach because that's where the sea turtles lay their eggs. And this lady, she was very passionate, very knowledgeable, very educated on what she does, what she's passionate about, which is sea turtles. But she had this kind of vibe to her, this tone, just very relaxed, very chilled, very laid back, which is nothing wrong with that. But in my head for this documentary, I want it to be more like action packed. I want it to be more thriving, more enthusiastic, because this is potentially a lady who's passionate about saving sea turtles and helping sea animals in general. And so I wanted a little bit more fire out of her. I wanted a little bit more enthusiasm. And as I'm interviewing her, I'm just trying to get her to repeat something with more enthusiasm. I want her to share something that's more energetic, but I had to pause the interview and take a step back to myself and think, like, you know what? This is just not her character. This is not who she is. So I shouldn't be trying to change her personality because I have a script in my head that I want to be fulfilled. She is a person. She is telling me her story. She's very educated on what it is that she does. And I shouldn't have to, or shouldn't try, I should say. I shouldn't be trying to change the fact that that's not who she is. She's not energetic like that. Her vibe is very laid back. It's very chill. Just keep it like that. Give it more authentic. Stop trying to force something that if it's not there, it's not there. You know, I believe that if it ain't broke, you shouldn't fix it. So I think that's a very, very big step, and not trying to change the person. Let them be who they are. Just remember that they are human beings and they are inviting you into their life and telling you a personal story and letting you document their personal life. My second mistake that I learned, which is honestly kind of on me, is not getting enough variety of shots. I was once told by a very, very wise man, aka my cousin. He told me that whenever I'm filmmaking, I should always get a variety of shots. And the variety of shots that I should be getting is a wide, a medium, and a tight. And honestly, for the longest, that have stuck with me. It's very, very crucially important that you get a different type of variety of shots. You don't just want to slap one lens on and then just have a 35mm, for instance, and you just film everything at 35. No, you want to draw different emotions by getting different type of shots. So you want to zoom in on their face. You want to step back. You want to get a wide shot. You want to get a close shot. You want different variety of shots to give the editor, or give you, if you're the editor, more room to play with. You know, having different variety of shots can often portray a different image, and they can portray a different style of emotion. You know, if someone is crying in a room, you don't really want maybe like a super duper wide shot. You probably want a close-up shot. You probably want to see a shot of the tears coming down their face, you know? Or maybe you don't want tears on their face and you do want a wide shot. I say take the time to get that scene and get the shot twice, you know? Have them redo it. If they're crying, obviously, and it's real emotions, you can't redo it. That's one chance you got to do. But if it's something that you're planning out, do the shot multiple times. Get multiple takes of the same shot. Getting a variety of shots is crucially important in documentary filmmaking and in filmmaking in general. Even with photography, it's very important to get a variety of different shots. Number three, which is another big thing, especially if you're a beginner, I neglected a lot early in my career, is monitoring the audio. Audio is crucially important when documentary filmmaking because you have to remember that people will watch a bad video with great audio rather than a good video with horrible audio. Audio is something that I neglected early on in my stages. I always just use in-camera audio, and that is like a no-go. Especially for documentary filmmaking, you want to capture audio. My fourth mistake that I made is not writing a script. I can't tell you how many times early stages of my career where I just did everything run and gun. didn't plan nothing, go out there on set, meet somebody, and just start filming. That is like the worst thing to do. And now I personally hate that. If I get on set and I don't have a script written, or if I don't have an idea of what it is that I want to film, I am going to literally lose my mind. It is so bad. My films become clunky, they become repetitive. I just get brainwashed. It's not good. I don't like it at all. Writing a script is something that I need to do before I hop on set, or even just sit down with the person and discuss what it is we're going to film, what it is they want, what are the key moments that I want to capture, sharing ideas, having a game plan. Running gun to me is just so, I just don't like it no more. I used to do it early on when I used to do music videos and all that stuff, but I do not like that now. Not everything will go according to plan. Not everything will go according to script. That's fine. It's okay sometimes to not go according to plan, not go according to script. It's okay to steer off the paved road and do something creative that's going to fit the right needs. There's nothing against that, but I'm saying if you have zero plan, like you don't know what you're doing, that's a no-go. And I made that mistake a lot in my early career. But that's it for today's video. I really hope that you got inspired, and I hope that you can learn something from my mistakes. Don't make the same mistakes. Take the time to go over everything I said and check it off your list of mistakes not to make. I'll see you in the next one. I'll be on to Buongiorno.